Hare Krishna. Welcoming you all to 18 days Bhagavad Gita course. This is level 1 course. And today we are going to take up 14th chapter. And we are learning all this from ISKCON Mangalore. And now what? I need not again and again say, every day I say the same thing. After this, like level 2 link will be posted. Either today or tomorrow it will be posted. So you can apply for level 2 also, no problem. And if you want to do level 1, even today the gates are open. In the month of October, it will be there on 7th, I think. Yeah, it starts on 7th. So you can apply and you can keep yourself registered and keep ready. 7th, first day, say you can start attending. Okay. So we'll take Mahamantra. I'll just say thrice, and you all can say in group. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Pranati, who wants to take? Somebody willing to take? You can take. Else I'll take. Okay, Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatamvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam. Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Paditanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagathitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Krishe Namaha Gurave Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So now we have come to which class? Level 1 course. This is called Understand Bhagavad Gita in 18 days. And today we are going to take up 14th chapter. Very interesting. There's a continuation of yesterday's, but yesterday was little more technical, but we are coming out of the technical, but we are concentrating on the Triguna, Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. So the nature has got 3 gunas. So how that guna is affecting us? The 3 modes of material nature. That is what we are going to see. And it is all based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, Abhaycharan Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So yesterday what did we take? Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. So Arjuna had 6 questions to get clarity. So he was asking 6 questions, and Bhagavan was answering also. What was that? What is kshetra? What is kshetrajna? What is jnana? What is neyam? What is prakriti and purusha and the union? That also, how is the relationship and vision of knowledge. That is what yesterday we said. It was very too much of philosophical points were there. And today it will be Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. We had learned from there only, related to Gunatraya. So today we will be talking about all these three modes of material nature. The conditioning of the soul by the material modes. We do all this action because of the this material guna that is affecting us, because we have taken a body. As a soul, it will not affect. But since we are all embodied soul, we have taken a body. It can be any body, animal body, bird body, even devata body, anybody. It will, this all three modes will affect. So it becomes conditioned then. A sattva guna will see to it that whatever it was, sattva guna mein jo hai, that will only you will be able to do. If rajoguna is affecting you, if rajoguna is in the supreme, then you will be acting as a rajoguna. That qualities are there. Tamoguna is like lazy. You will then become lazy also that way. So it is conditioning our life. Then effect of conditioning by the modes. Then we will see the effects also. Now, how to transcend these modes of nature? Pata hai, like once you come to this world, all these things are affecting, but that like a puppet, it will keep, pull us. But then how to transcend it? By devotional service. The answer is given inside. So we'll have to practice devotional service. Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogaha Ata Chaturdasho Dhyayah 14th chapter. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Param Bhuya Pravakshyami Jnananam Jnanam Uttamam Yajñatva Munayah Sarve Param Siddhim Ito Gataha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, again I shall declare you. He's for each chapter he's telling you. I'll just tell you some more Guhya secret I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell the king of the knowledge. Which is the king of the knowledge? Bhagavad Gita. Tell you the secret. What is that? Bhagavad Gita. So still some more important things are there which I'm going to tell you. So again I shall declare to you the supreme wisdom, the best of all knowledge, knowing which all the sages, all these many pandits and all the sages, they have all attained the supreme abode, Bhagavan Kalok. So, doing which all the sages have attained the supreme perfection. Then he continues, Idam jnanam upashritya mama sadhamyam agataha sarge api nopajayante pralayena vyatanti cha. By becoming fixed in this knowledge, one can attain to the transcendental nature like my own. Bhagavan ka, that dham, it is very pious and very, again, tomorrow's chapter it will be there. So I need not have to explain today. That so much itna, we have to understand that once you reach there, that place will not get annihilated at all when all this pralay comes and when everything is devastated. This one particular place will remain always there because Bhagavan ka, that is Bhagavan ka abode. So God's abode. So it will not get affected at all. Other than that, all the planets will get this annihilated. So by becoming fixed in this knowledge, one can attain to the transcendental nature like my own. They will all reach my abode. That's what he's trying to say. Thus established, one is not born at the time of creation or disturbed at the time of dissolution. He will not be created or he will not be getting destroyed at the time of devastation, and as well as during creation also will not be born because we'll be living there. Yeah, means there's no rebirth. Once we reach there, there's no rebirth for us. But otherwise, if we are in this, all this 14 lokas, if we are here, then definitely we are all getting rebirth. Mama yonirmahad brahma tasmin garbham dadami aham sambhavaha sarva bhutanam tato bhavati bharata. The total material substance called Brahman is the source of birth, and it is that Brahman that I impregnate, making possible the births of all living beings. O son of Bharata. Now he had said, in this, I think in this chapter it comes, Aham bija pradapita. He says, I am the father. So how, when he is father, so somebody has to be mother. So who is the mother? The total material substance is called Brahman, and that is the source of birth. From there, he impregnates, means he has to just glance at it and it start creating the universe. What? Avyakta se vyakta. I'll tell you what it is. And it is that Brahman that I impregnate, making possible the births of all. That is what? Births of all living beings. Living beings includes trees and whatever, right from Kida Makuda, like, everything will be born possible. So this is what he says here, O son of Malyalam. Yes. Sarvayonishu Kaunteya Murtayah Sambhavanti Yaha Tasam Brahma Mahadyonir Aham Bija. Yahan pe aaya. Aham Bija Pradapita. So it should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving father. He is the father. And in some other shloka I said, I am the mother, and the father, and the Data, Pita, Data, and I am your this also, grandfather also. What is that name he said? I forgot that name. Pitamaha. He says, I'm Pitamaha. I'm your grandfather also. So he says that. So it is because of God giving that seed to even any insect also has to be born. It is only because of God. He's the seed giving father, and he impregnates the Brahman, and we are all born. This is that Karnoda Vishai Vishnu we had, just rough about some note I'd given about all the three different types of Vishnu. So he's Karnoda Vishai Vishnu. He's the main Vishnu. He's all expansion of Krishna only. So he's the Vishnu, and he breathes out. When he breathes out, it is like, when children, that soap water, they make out that bubbles, they do that, blow air, and that bubbles comes out of that soap water. It is like that. Each bubble keeps coming. It keeps coming. Means what? All these bubbles are what? It is all full 14 lokaka Brahmanda. So all the Brahmanda keeps coming from his breath. When he exhales, all these Brahmandas keep coming. Just it is not one Brahman. See, what we know now is only the earth. There are 6 lokas up and 7 lokas down. That still now the science is not proven. But the entire, all the 14 lokas are called Brahmanda. So like this, there are plenty of Brahmanda. You can see here all this. If you see in the Goloka chart, it will be all in golden color. So, and that is by when he is exhaling. Then he has to inhale, right? When he inhale, what happens? All these bubbles, so-called, bubble-looking thing, that will all go inside him, inside Vishnu. This is called Karnoda Vishnu. After some years, many years, then again he will breathe out. For us, very quick. For Karnoda Vishnu, it takes a lot of time to breathe out, lot of time to breathe in, and then again to breathe out, it takes a lot of time because the air is there inside. Then he will be there crossing. Then he will breathe out. So as and when he breathes out, we all take form and we come out. So it is not that we die. We go back to unmanifested form. He will be there inside. Again, when he breathes out, we will be in we will be thrown to one of the lokas. The lokas, and in one of the bubbles, one of the Brahmandas, out of 14 lokas, any form we can take, any loka we will be taking as per our, of course, karmas and all. Then we will be, we'll get into manifest and we will be born there. So it is all that, it works like that. Sattvam rajastamaiti gunaha prakriti sambhavaha nibadnanti mahabaho dehe dehinam avyayam. Material nature consists of 3 modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. When the eternal living entity comes into contact with nature, as he come in contact with nature, we go. As a living entity, the Atma comes in contact. How it can come into contact? Only when it takes a body. So when it takes a body and comes into this world, and not again earth alone, all the 14 lokas. So any of these 14 lokas you take birth, when the eternal entity comes in contact with nature, oh mighty Arjuna, he becomes conditioned by these 3 modes. These 3 modes keep, making us dance. Sometimes we feel very pious and we attend classes like at this 3 o'clock means that Sattva will be pulling you. Come, attend the class. And Rajoguna, the Tamoguna must be saying, you had good lunch and all, sleep, but then you're fighting back. No. This pull is more stronger. Then you're applying your mind also. No, I'm feeling sleepy, but then I'll attend the class. Because we all have that intelligence. We all have some freedom also. Though it is very difficult to, escape from these clutches, but then we have freedom. So we use our intelligence and mind, and then we try to. Tamoguna must be telling us to, maybe, you may be, you may be tired also, like you wanted to sleep, but then you wanted to attend class mode. That preference you have given. So people have come here. Okay, so that all the 3 modes keep pulling us in the whole day. But this Atma, what it thinks that he is only doing everything. That's why it's called false ego. That will come later. It's already discussed earlier. When it comes again, we can discuss. Tatra sattvam nirmalatva prakashakam anamayam sukasangena badnati jnana sangena chanaga. Oh, sinless one, the mode of goodness, being purer than the others. Others means what? Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Sattoguna is always purer. He is illuminating and it frees one from all sinful reaction. In a person who is in Sattoguna, what he will do? He will do bhajan kirtan, he will do nam japa, he will go to temple, then he will do all the rituals and attending classes and anything related to God, he will be doing. But no, but so he does that. So naturally he will not be committing any sinful activities because he's doing all pious activities. Those situated in that mode become conditioned by a sense of happiness and knowledge. Again, in that they become conditioned now because they get very happy. Oh, I'm so happy, and sort of a little pride, a tinge of pride comes. See how nice I'm living a life. Nobody else gets this life. Now, see, I'm doing all this. So that little pride comes. So he gets puffed up with that. And that becomes conditioned. So then it becomes conditioned. And because if he gets conditioned, what happens? Again, there's a rebirth for a person in goodness also. Person in Sattoguna also gets rebirth. Yeah, goodness, Sattoguna, purest. They're all purest in real happiness and knowledge here, free from sinful reactions, equal to all, go to higher planets. They go to higher planets, enjoy all that sukh bhog, like all the punya jitna kamaya, go there in or the Indradev or whichever planet you go in the higher lokas, enjoy all your whatever punya you have earned, everything will get, you will be using that. And after when everything gets over, what happens? Again, you come back to the same material world. In any of the lokas, you'll be born. So there is no chance. There is always a rebirth for Sattoguna also. Yeah. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi Krishna sanga samudbhavam tannibadnati kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. The mode of passion, Rajogun. Rajogun mein kya hota hai? The mode of passion is born out of unlimited desire and longing. I need more. And which more? Not related to any godly things. It's always other than godly things. Everything attracted by these people are attracted by Maya. Either money or women or wine, women, all that. We say all the three vices. Wealth, women and wine. Wine, wealth and women. So like that. So if you get attracted to that, then what? Then it is not taking you further to spiritual line. Then you'll be doomed. Then the desire will not feel like satiate. Oh, so much money I got. Now I am happy. I will not earn more. No gambling, nothing I will do. No, it doesn't happen that way. You still feel like playing gambling or making more money. Even the sexual desire, any other. So it will all, want more. They want more. And then reaches such a level, then the time comes when there will be disappointment, then everything is shattered. Then they get angry because of disappointment. They will get angry. They see that person who is actually killing that loved one. So they go to that level of killing also. So that is how materialistic liking leads to that only. You get anger, no satisfaction, they want more and more. No, there's no satiating point at all. Whereas the same thing you can apply to the spiritual thing. So in that also, you will never feel like enough. Like after this first level course, you'll always want to do more. So level 1 bhi karenge. I have time. So that time I will take up level 1. And of course, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6. Till now, to level 6 tak chalu hai. So you all can take up. It will be very interesting. But this will not give you, this spiritual path will not take you down. This is always taking you up only. And this is not only goodness. Though the goodness, you will be in the good mode of goodness, but it will take you to Shuddha Sattva. More than that, which is related to, when you are related to all godly things and scripture studies and all, that will take you further. It will lead to what? Chapter 3, you should remember. Akarma level. Wherein you don't get any papa, no punya, nothing. So it will be like akarma, as if you don't do any action. So your path is free. Only when you do papa, you will get, that reaction. When you do punya kam, you get that reaction also. What punya? You can go to upper loka, enjoy that, again you come down. Pap, when you do pap and all that, you go sin and all. When you do, you go down and enjoy. Enjoy what? You suffer. Yes. All the punishments are given to you. all your papka, jobi, that karma account is closed. Everything is done, like going to jail and coming out. After 10 years of imprisonment, your jail sentence is over. You gates are open, you go. Very way you go, come home again. The same way will be born here. But when you don't do any pap or punya, then your account is, you're as if not doing any work, when the path is free to go further towards the Lord. So the mode of passion is born out of unlimited desire, want more and more, and longings for son of Kunti. And because of this, the embodied living entity is bound to material fruitive action. Right? Fruitive action, what? He want to buy a flat, like land or something. He has little money, then he somehow wants to grab that opportunity, then he will make effort to make more money. Come what may, then he will start doing chori or under the table money, all that thing, abominable activities and all will crop up because he wants to have that, the liking is more. So such things will crop up because they're all entangled in material fruitive actions. And yeah, passion is like this. Never, satiated, always in movement. So unlimited desire, attached to the fruits of activities, hankering and lamenting, greedy. And greedy means what? Only I should get, nobody else should get. I should win. My name should be there, So if little, you don't get your expected, level gone, then you're disappointed, then everything is shattered, then misery, or that's why it's given misery. Then takes birth on earth again. Earth means not here, anywhere in Golok, anywhere in the 14 of us. Yes. Then this is that Tamoguna people. Tamastvajnanajam viddhi mohanam sarvadehinam pramadhalasya alasya nidra base tan nibadnati bharatan. There are alasya and nidra also, always sleeping mode. Sleep means what? Not physically sleeping. And they may be sleeping also, but how much they will sleep? But always dull and dumb and their own dream world, they'll be lying. So, son of Bharata, know that the mode of darkness, born of ignorance, is the delusion of all embodied living entities. The result of this mode are madness, indolence, sleep, which bind the conditioned soul. So, they're all in their own dream world. Whatever is there, they will not realize that. They will have, materially concocted something. Oh, that has happened, this has happened. Nothing must have happened. But worries and all that will take them to this mode of darkness, Tamoguna. So, like, for one example is this, like modern nuclear family. All gadgets, even children are very thorough with all gadgets. Everybody will be busy in their own thing. Nobody will talk to each other. All are working. Father is working some portfolio. Some is concentrating on the sales and all. Mother is also working. Children are also doing something. One is in Twitter, time pass, and one is Amazon Kindle. She's using Kindle. She's reading some stories or something. So this is how. This is also like madness house, right? A house means you have to communicate. You have to be together. That's otherwise we can very well stay in a hostel. See, this is what we are giving the training to the children. What the children will learn? No talking, no. So I'll better after a certain period, they'll be very happily will go to a hostel and stay. Even mother, father will not miss them because that is what his life is all about. Okay, so so this is what in darkness, in madness, oversleeping, addicted to intoxicants, foolish. They all go to what? Go to hellish planet. When they do all these things, they go to hell. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati rajakarmani bharata jnanam avrityatu tamaha pramade sanjayati uta. O son of Bharata, the mode of goodness conditions one to happiness. What happens is mode of goodness is okay, but after some time, it gets conditioned because we start enjoying that happiness. You're so happy. You want to be in that mode always. Then passion conditions one to fruitive action. On the passion again, you don't get satiated. Then you want more. Greed comes. Then you don't, you all, somehow or other, I want to get it. That sort of then you're attracted to fruitive action. And ignorance is totally like full and no proper sense. They all covering one's knowledge binds one to madness. So ignorance takes to madness, passion takes to fruitive activities, and goodness, that is Sattva takes to happiness. All the three are bad. Yeah. Rajas tamas chabi bhuya sattvam bhavati bharata. Rajas sattvam tamas chaiva tamas sattvam Rajastata, sometimes the mode of goodness becomes prominent, defeating the mode of passion and ignorance. Like in the mornings, when you get up in the morning, the Sattva will be, because the nature itself has that Sattva in the nature. So even it will induce you that Sattva. That's why you have to get up early in the morning so that the Mangala Arti will be going on in our temple. That you can watch, our temple ID will be there. You can watch Mangala Arti at 4:30, get up early. From 3 o'clock, the japa session will be going on. So many people get up early and they do keep doing japa. So you are in that sangha. Now, so everything is online, right? So you can't, you need not have to go personally to a temple. But even otherwise, if you go to temple also by early morning, people are up, taken bath, they're all with pure heart, they will be doing all japa and all that. So that is how. So the nature itself has the pure, that sattva guna in that. So you can develop that sattva guna in that by getting up early. So sometimes the mode of goodness becomes prominent when defeating the mode of passion and ignorance. Oh, Sannabharta. Sometimes what happens? Mode of passion defeats goodness and ignorance. Passion will be, on the high, and ignorance and goodness will take a back seat. And at the other times, the ignorance defeats goodness and passion. Sometimes you're so feeling very tired. Oh, I'm not in a mood to do anything. I just want to lie and relax. There are times when you get bored and you don't want to do anything. So all these things, in this way, there is always a competition for supremacy. All the three will take one turn, They say, oh, I'm supreme, I'm supreme. Accordingly, we are also acting according to that. So this is how we have been entangled. Embodied soul, Sattva will pull here, Rajoguna will pull, Tamoguna will. Someone is Tamoguna is very strong, then we'll be always sleeping. Rajoguna is very strong. If he pulls, we'll be very active. Greed and everything will be there. Or Sattva, उस दिन ज्यादा जपा करेंगे, ज्यादा all that Bhagwan ka kirtan, going to temple, everything you may see in your own life. Suddenly you become very pious and do everything. So you should remember, oh, Sattva is pulling me. That's why I'm able to do that. So of our own nature, we can't do anything. Only these three modes are, pulling us. Of course, we have freedom. We can do it. By spiritual service, we can upgrade us. सर्वद्वारेषु देहेऽस्मिन् प्रकाश उपजायते ज्ञानं यदा तदा विद्यात् विवृतं सत्त्वम् इति युत. The manifestation of the mode of goodness can be experienced when all the gates of the body are illumined by knowledge. So our gates of the body means we have 9 gates in this body. 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 4 mouth, 5 mouth, 2 eyes, nose, ears, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then your malamutra, that one, and then your progeniting, that one. So all these 7 gates of this city, which is like a city, it has 7 gates. When you are in Sattva Guna, all this, that gate, everything will be in that Sattva Guna. So the eyes will see only the Lord. It keeps, it would like to see only the temple or the deity, like that. Your ears will be waiting to hear only Kirtan, Bhajan and all that. You will want to taste only the Krishna Prasad. So that everything, even if you have if you have, have sexual desire, you will be giving birth to Krishna conscious children. You will be giving birth to Krishna conscious child that way. So everything will be in a pious mood. That is what it said here. When all the gates of the body are illumined by knowledge. How the manifestation of the mode of goodness can be experienced when all the gates of the body are illumined by knowledge. Lobha, in the mode of Rajogun. Lobha pravrittirarambha karmanam asamaha spruha rajasi yetani jayante vivruddhe bharatarshava. Oh, chief of Bharatas, when there is an increase in the mode of passion, that is Rajoguna, the symptom of great attachment. That time you can find, are you in the mode of this Rajogun? Because you have lot of attachment for your children or for your house or anything, yours, mine. You keep saying it is mine. That's possession. Too much of attachment and fruitive activity also. And do what will I get back? So that activity, that you'll be interested in that only. So intense endeavor and uncontrollable desire and anchoring develops. All these things are symptoms of in the mode of passion, Rajogun. Then this dull and dumb. See the danger of online gaming. This is very famous now. So children should be, very beware of all this. Okay, aprakasho pravrittischa pramado moha evacha. Tamasyetani jayante vivriddhe kuru nandana. When there is an increase in the mode of ignorance, O son of Kuru, darkness, inertia, you'll be sitting for hours, you'll be sitting, no movement. What he will be thinking, why he's sitting, nobody knows. He's in his own world. He doesn't know what is happening outside. Inertia, madness, illusion are all manifest. So such people are also there. Yada satve pravriddhe tu pralayam yati dehabrit tadotamavidam lokan amalan pratipadyate. When one dies in the mode of goodness, now the death part we'll see. When one dies, when a person is very good, very in a mode of goodness, doing all puja, tapas, all this nice work. Even one day he has to die, no? So where he will go when one dies in the mode of goodness, he attains to the pure higher planets of the great sages. We saw all that in the Goloka chart, we saw in the 8th chapter, we saw where the sages all live. So he will go to that planet and he will start living there. And then Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangish jayate tata pralinas tamasi moda yonish jayate. So when one dies in the mode of passion, Rajogun, he takes birth among those engaged in fruitive activities. What is that? Earth only. This is a place where fruitive activities. You do something, you expect something, and you get return of that, and again you expect more, do more, and expect more. So this is happening in this earth. So those engaged in fruitive activities, and when he dies in the mode of ignorance, he takes birth in the animal kingdom. When he is ignorant of all scriptural studies, no, not interest. For godly things, no, not interest. And he will do as he wants. Like here we say, no, when he wants to eat all non-veg, whatever, because our nails are all small, this one, very tiny, teeth are all tiny. But he wants to eat that flesh and all that. So he's making use of that fork and knife and he cuts it and somehow he wants to taste. So God will think, okay, being a human form, I have given you the human, means of course, out of your own karma, you got a human form, but you're not using for that. But you want to behave like an animal, eating all that raw, that animal, food and all. Next birth remain a tiger or a lion. Or you want to eat all that whichever is seen. I know what, flying and crawling, everything some people eat, no? Not in our country, but whoever. So they will be born as pig. And then one who is always lazy, not interested in doing anything, always sleeping and always lying down like that. They will be born as bear. The one who likes to be viewed always. They prefer to be nudity when they like that. They will be born as tree. So this is what we had done earlier also. So when people who dies in ignorance, not knowing anything, just he will be taking birth as an animal in the animal kingdom. They're all given in Bhagavad Gita, okay? So we have to believe. Then next, karmana sukratasyahu satvikam nirmalam phalam rajasastu phalam dukkham ajnanam tamasaphalam. The result of pious action. Pious action is what you can do as a pious action. Go to temple, do puja part, and learn slokas, attend classes. Be in this line. So this action, result of pious action is pure and is said to be in the mode of goodness. Only people who are in mode of goodness will take up all this. Then people who are in action done in the mode of passion results in misery. Like here, I think we should be referring that, all this hutmans are all given that word, they are given the flats to stay and all, but they don't go there. They're so used to staying in the shanty and, all that all garbage nearby. They are so used to saying that they will have a house there, but they will leave it on their rent. So much of rajogun. They will make money out of it. They will give their flat in for somebody to stay and make money out of it, but they will prefer to stay in the same filth condition. There are people like that. That's why these hutments are not going because of that. How much ever government is trying to help them and build all this MADA and all these people come out of this. Maharashtra it is there. I don't know. Many other places also it should be there. So the action done in the mode of passion result in misery. And action performed in the mode of ignorance. This is like ignorant. I don't think anybody must be doing just for pictorial purpose. They have done that. The step starts from the wall. Who is going to go from there? Should be some gap, right? And there's a bar also kept like this. How will he go in? So this is all foolishness. So mode of ignorance. People who don't have any akkal and all, they'll be doing such work and they're all fools. That's a mode of ignorance. Sattvat sanjayate jnanam rajaso lova evacha pramada moho tamaso bhavato jnanam evacha. Yes. What do you get from the mode of goodness? What do you develop more? Real knowledge develops. So when you're in the mode of goodness, what do? You attend classes, you are in good sangha, satsanga, all that. And then all that. Keep developing. So you gain knowledge also. So mode of goodness will help you in real knowledge develops. From the mode of passion, greed develops. Want more. Creative activities like that. And from the mode of ignorance, what is developed? Foolishness is developed. Madness is developed. Illusion is developed. So one should be always in mode of goodness to have real knowledge. Yeah. Then Urdhvam Gachanti Satvastha, Madhye Tishtanti Rajasaha, Jaganya Gunavrittistha, Ato Gachanti Tamasaha. Those situated in the mode of goodness gradually go upward to a higher planet. Means now we are learning Bhagavad Gita, level 1. Slowly learn. Your knowledge increases. How your path will be, up a particular time you may have to die also because you're growing old. Your body grows old. So the body falls. The Atma will remain. Atma and your Sukshma Sharira will be there. That will take into another form, another baby's form. But where it will be born in a better house and right from childhood or at a younger age, we may be, starting all this. So God, that is the way to go up. And one fine day, you will find yourself in Goloka Vrindavan. Very soon we can attain that. So that is how mode of goodness will take you up towards the Lord's abode. But those in the mode of passion, living on the earthly planet, right? They expect no fruitive activities. Where is that happening? Here in earth only. So they will be born in the earth. And those in the abominable mode of people who are that chori karo, maro, pito, and all that. So those in the abominable when they do all that abominable mode of ignorance, they go down to hellish planet, hellish worlds. So this is the universe. Here we have already seen it, but since it was there, I just put. So this is one each, Brahmanda is given out from this Karanodakashai Vishnu. And each Brahmanda, there is one Garbhodakashai Vishnu. Is this. And at his feet, Lakshmi Devi is Mathaji. So from his navel, one lotus flower comes, like the stems are there, he is there. He is Brahma Loka. So in between that stem, all lokas are there. Patala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Talatala, Sutala, Vitala, Tala, and then Bhuloka. Our earth will be there. Earth is there. And above our earth is Bhuvar Loka. Our ancestors stay there. Then Swarga Loka, Mahar Loka, Jana Loka, Tapa Loka, Satya Loka, like that. So this is one Brahmandaka scene. Like this, there will be plenty of Brahmanda. There will be many earths. There will be many Bhuvar Loka, Swarga Loka. Each and that will be there. So here, where Lord Shiva stays, he stays in Vitala. I think Vitala or Sutala. He stays somewhere. Mahabali stays in Sutala. It's not given here, but I remember what we had learned there. So the earth is covered like this, earth, water. So everything, this whole Anda, Anda is Brahmanda. So, this is how one universe among unlimited material universes. This one universe is shown here. Garbhodakashai Vishnu is. And each individual Atma, each individual living being who is residing in them is Kshirodakashai Vishnu. As Paramatma we refer, he is referred also as Kshirodakashai Vishnu. Not very too much to understand and all. We'll just keep reading as the slide comes. And here it is mentioned in Brahma Samhita. We learn all that bhajan and all. In that we are taught Brahma Samhita. In that it is given Devi Dham. It's all here only. In this Brahmanda only. Devi Dham, Mahesh Dham, everything is there. So when the annihilation comes, all this will get annihilated. Devi Dham will go, Mahesh Dham will go, everything will go. What will be remaining? Only that. Krishna's abode. Only that will remain. Baki sab, it will be gone. Nanyam gunebhya kartaram yada drashtanupashyati gunebhyascha param veti madbhavam so adhigacchati. When one properly sees that in all activities, no other performer is at work than these three modes of nature. I am able to do all this because of, say, I am very active. Then you should understand. It's not I who is active, because in the morning I was not active. I was, praying God and all that. No, suddenly that change, I have to do that, I have to do this work, go to market, go this, here, this, and all that. So Rajoguna has come in me. The Rajoguna is pulling is more. Then again, by night and evening time, when it comes, dull and tired, then you want to relax. Be aware, it is Tamoguna which is making you to sleep. So all these three gunas is acting upon us, that we should be aware. When one properly sees that in all activities, no other performer is at work than these three modes of nature, he knows the Supreme Lord. Such person will understand Bhagwan ka, who is Bhagwan, and he is not, though he aspirates, see this material, his energy is this, all these energies, okay? This material nature is also his energy. So they are able to pull us and all. Is Krishna under that mode? No. He is actually controlling them also. So he is above all. So that we will have to realize. So at God. And he knows the Supreme Lord who is transcendental to all these modes. He attains my spiritual nature. Who understand that God is not trapped like us. He is above all that. And such people will, such knowledge, if he has, he will definitely come to Goloka Vrindavan. Then how to break the shackles, how to all this, Sattoguna, Rajoguna I should not be curtailed. So how to do that? Guna netanati tetreen, dehi deha samudbhavan, janma mrityu jara dukkhe, vimukto, amritam ashnute. When the embodied being is able to transcend these three modes associated with the material body, he can become free from birth, death, old age, and their distances, and can enjoy nectar even in this life. One person who understands all these facts, how can he understand? He has to be doing devotional service. Lot many devotional service means what? Learning, Shravanam. Main thing is Shravanam. Attend all these classes, Shravanam. And then you also can preach. You also can, explain or say shlokas or whatever related to the Lord. And that is Kirtanam. Then Smaranam, you have to do. While doing japa, you are doing actually Smaranam only. Just go deep into that thought. So that is Smaranam. So all these three things happen when you do japa. So what happens is when you go through all this, automatically this will get loosened. All the Sattoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, all this becomes fruitive activities. It gives some effects. Punyakam, yes, there is an effect of punya also. Papkam, yes, there is an effect. We don't want all that. So we will be released from all these shackles when you understand this, when you are in spiritual devotional service, when you take up. So he becomes free from birth, death, old age. Why? He will not be born here again. He will reach God and can enjoy. Even in this life also, you can enjoy see, after liberation, you will have a very blissful life. Who do know? How do you know? We can experience the same life here also. Even in this body, you are living in the same world, all commotion and all that, but you will be at peace once you understand all this. Arjuna Vacha, Kerling Vestrin Gunan Etan, Atito Bhavati Prabho, Kim Acharah Katam Chaitams, Three Gunan Ati Vartate, Arjuna inquired, oh my dear Lord, by which symptoms? So, chalo, even I am ready to do. How am I to know? How will he be? How that, tell me how that person will behave, who is transcending all these three modes. How will he, in second chapter it was there, Sthitadir Muni, So he's asking, Arjuna is asking, how will he behave? How he talks? How will he sit? How he walks? And all innocently he's asking. Same question now he's also asking here. The person who is transcending all these three modes, how will he look? What is his behavior? He says, oh my dear Lord, by which symptoms is known, one known, who is transcendental to these three modes. What is his behavior? And how does he transcend the three modes of nature? Even I want to go out of the shackles. Even I want to go away from this. I want to know that actual bhakti, how to do. So Sri Bhagavan Vacha is explaining on 4 verses is written. Prakasham cha pravrittim cha moham eva cha pandava nadveshi sampravartran vartani nanivrittani kamshati udasina vadasi asino gunair yo na vichalyate gunavartanta iti evam yo avatishtati ningate samadukha sukha swastha समलोष्ठास्म कांचनः तुल्य प्रिया प्रियो धीरस तुल्य निंदा आत्म संस्तुतिः मान अपमानयोस्तुल्यास् तुल्यो मित्रारि पक्षयोः सर्वारंभ परित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते. So how that person, he wants to know how that person behaves. Means he is also interested in becoming one. So he's saying, Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O son of Pandu, he who does not hate illumination. No, see, illumination is very nice. You get everything, all positive things. happening in his life. He's getting attached to that and he gets a lot of happiness. No, he's not happy at all. He's just calm. Distress comes, disease or something comes in his life. Calm. He's not bothered about that also. So that sort of a samatvam he gets. A son of Pandu, he who does not hate illumination, attachment, delusion, when they are present or long for them when they disappear, who is unwavering and undisturbed through all this reaction of material qualities, whatever happens to him, he is not shaken at all, remaining neutral and transcendental, knowing that the modes alone are active. I am not doing anything. All these three modes are making me do. So why should I bother? After all, I am an Atma. Because I have a body, the body is getting attached to that, and the pull is making me do all that. But I will not get attached to all this. He's away from all that. So, and knowing that the modes alone are active, who is situated in the self, only that I am Atma, I am not this body. So he is situated, that's why you can find those, that, Gufami and all that, people go to mountain and do tapas and all that. For years together, they are living there. Whatever they get, they eat, they just sit and do japa, japa, japa. They are not properly worn clothes, they will not be shaven, all that. Because for them, this body is nothing. They don't have a mirror to see, oh, do I look so ugly? For us, so everywhere we need mirror. Just to see, oh, looking pleasant. Every now and then we have to, check ourselves. Such people are not bothered because for them, they don't believe that they are in the body. They are already in that very transcendental stage. So that stage, such people come. So who is situated in the self and regards alike happiness and distress, who looks upon a lump of earth, we give them one matti, one pattar, one conquer, and this also, gold also. He will throw. What is he going to do with that? Because for him, it's a stone as well as a piece of gold is all equal only. He's not going to make money or nothing. I don't need all that. He'll just throw it with an equal eye. He sees both a stone and a piece of gold with an equal eye, who is equal towards the desirable and undesirable. Anything desirable happening or undesirable happening is equal to that. Who is steady, firm, situated equally well in praise and blame. Anybody is blaming, not bothered. Anybody is praising, not to me, is cool. Honor, dishonor, is cool. Who treats alike both friend and enemy, and who has renounced all material activities. Such a person is said to have transcended the mode of nature. So only such person, following all these things written here, only such people can transcend these three modes. Rajoguna, Sattoguna, Tamoguna ko par karke jana hai. Practice all this. And how can you do all this? Only by devotional service. Keep doing devotional. Means what? Then what should I do? Japa? Attending classes. What else? Attending classes is the first stage. Along with that, start japa also. Keep doing japa, japa, japa. Once you get into that practice, aram, see, it will take you. See, first it will take, oh God, this 108 is not getting over only. From when I'm sitting, Hare Krishna, I will be doing. But and the breathlessness will come, you'll not be able to do, because concentration is not there. Once you start enjoying that, the 108 becomes so easily, then you will realize, oh, that Krishna Mani comes. When you turn it, again you keep sitting. So that, as many times as you want, you will keep doing it. So such a person is said to be in transcendental mode, and easily he can cross over this three modes and he can go to that Shuddha Sattva. That is called Shuddha Sattva stage. Mamchayo Avyabicharena Bhakti Yogena Sevate Saguna Samatitaitan Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances. No, I have my work, I have to travel, so I can't do japa. And then what something, they all excuses will be there. When you are traveling, yes, you can. Until unless you drive in a scooter or car, you cannot do japa. But if somebody is driving, you're going to sit, maybe a bus or train or a car or anything. You're going to sit behind and watch your WhatsApp or read a book. Instead of that, you can do japa. If there is a will, there is a way. You can find out time. You can find out any place. Because in doing japa, it is not said after bath only you should do, facing east only you should do, after taken bath, after eating food you can't do. Nothing like that. Even before taking bath, after taking bath you can do. Walking you can do, sitting in any place you can do, in a group you can sit and do, or alone you can sit, facing east, west, north, or anything. no rules at all. Even before going to bed, you can do japa. But though preference is always given for the sattva, I mean morning Brahma Murta time, but you can chant any time. So no excuse. Then what excuse we can give? If only time is given from this to this, you have to complete this month. Then it is not possible, because some days it will be possible, some days may not be. So, but the freedom is given. Whole day is there for us. So can't we give some time to? Not definitely. So we are in the right path. The eye open is given to us. Oh, is this what is expected from us? We are born as a human. Oh, then it is okay. Then we can do slowly take up as a progress to your spiritual path. So one who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. So this can be crossed, but not so easy. But he has to take up devotional service. Yeah. Brahmano hi pratishtaham amritasya vyayasya cha shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukasya kantikasya cha. And I, what is the Brahman level? Brahman level is God himself. Though he is an arupa form, is light form, but all potencies the Brahman will also have. Same, equal. Only that he will be in arupa form, and then Paramatma will be in 400 form. Same Bhagavan only, but in 400 form. And as Bhagavan, he will be in 200. But any level is same. If anybody likes to be with Brahman level, okay, Arupa level, he likes to, pray God that way. I like, praying God like that. I don't believe in that Rupa. No problem. Advaitic principle, follow that only. No problem. And what is their aim? To go to God's above. For them also, is ultimate aim is to go there only. Okay, you chant Brahman, and they say we can merge with Brahman. Okay, go to that level, at least that let them go. So here he says, and I am the basis of impersonal Brahman, which is same, immortal, imperishable, eternal, and is a constitutional position of ultimate happiness. Even as a Bhagwan ka roop mein also, we get the same thing. He is also immortal, imperishable, eternal, and ultimate happiness. Satchit Ananda is. Yeah, so anything is okay. So now we'll see what is temporary happiness. Yeah, so when you have a house like this, chaka-chak, nicely done. Oh God, it's a wonderful, no? But how long it can remain like this? Keep maramat karte raho. Keep painting or do repairing. Sometimes the bulb won't work. Sometimes the leakage will be there. Something will fall. Ceiling will fall. Some crack will be there. Fill it up. Some repair or the. You have to keep on, updating and upgrading and all that. Or if you have a house in some farmhouse and all, after a year or 2 years, you go and see it will be in this. So all your money is wasted. So the temporary happiness, you're happy only with this in view. You have a product, you have something to feel happy. When the thing is going bad, your happiness also goes. When you have an iPhone, yes, nice. I bought it, nice. Your happiness goes depending on your iPhone. Once it breaks, your happiness also gets break. And then buy a good car and my happiness, at least that epitome of happiness, because I bought a very good car, nice, shining that. One accident over, your full happiness will be crashed like the car. So all these materialistic things are all like temporary happiness only it can give. It cannot give us everlasting happiness. And the effect of, the effect is sorrow. Whereas what is permanent happiness? Real happiness is believe in God, do all his services, believe in the acharyas, prostrate them, do japat, kirtan and all, take prasad from them, read Bhagavad Gita, and this namajap, which is so very important. So only one and only one way to realize God, chant Maha Mantra and be happy. Yeah, make Bhagavad Gita as your best friend. You will not lose in any situation of life. So that gives you real happiness. Now we are almost coming to the end part. There's a story of Valmiki. So one man was there. His name was Ratnakar. He was Valmiki only, in his earlier, not earlier, same birth only. Earlier, before he became Valmiki, he was like, he used to plunder things, whoever comes by, hey, give your money, I need your money, give that, give this. Because he was not qualified for taking up a job or anything. He was just doing this only. So once what happened is Narada came and he said the same thing. Hey, give me whatever you have immediately. Just thrash you that is. He said, oh, I'm a brahmachari, I don't have anything. You can see, check. I don't keep money or nothing. You cannot get anything from me. But he advises him. what are you doing? This is all, not good. Like, this will fetch you only papa. He said, what? Don't teach me papa, punya and all. I have my family at home. I have to feed them. So there's no other way. I have to do all this. Then only I can feed them. But he said, okay, but if you have been doing all this, that is all adding to your papa. So you do one thing, go and ask your people at home, whatever you're getting them. See, next page, is hunting a bird. Yeah. So this bird, this is given in Valmiki Ramayana 2.40. So you'll find no rest. He's cursing this. The sage is cursing because the two birds were there for no reason. They have not done any harm to you, but you killed them because you also have, all this jungle vasi, no? They were eating only, they eat only all this. So you killed them for no reason, and so painful for them that the other one is very sad about. So you'll find no rest for the long years of eternity, for you killed a bird in love and unsuspecting. This is what Shrap was given to India. Okay, anyway, so this fellow was told, you go and ask your family, whatever you're getting them, and they're partaking that. You tell them that you're fetching pap also along with that, sins, you're committing sins also. Whether will they share your sins? So he says, okay, I'll go and find out. He goes to first he asks his son. So he's asking his son, will you share my sins? He says, no, that is your department. Your duty is only to provide us, whether through papkar, what is it, through sin or, through pious activity is not our concern. So whatever you get, we will enjoy that. He's asking his wife, she's also saying, no. And he's asking his father, he's also saying no. So nobody is ready to take this. So then he realizes, oh, all these days they were depending on me only for the product what I was getting for them. But I'm incurring sin only because of them, because I have to feed them. But they are not ready to take that. Oh, then all this pap is on me. Then he understands what is pap and punya and all. He was not aware at all. Only Narada told him. Then he said, oh, yeah, what he said is right. They are not ready to share my activity ka jo bhi reaction hai, that they are not ready to share. So all this pap is on me. So what I will become? He said, don't worry. Take the Lord's name. Bhagwan ka naam le lo. All your pap will diminish. So he says, okay, now what should I do? He says, Chalo, Ram ka naam le lo. Such a simple word, Ram. He was unable to say, Itna paap, he has done so much of sin. He was unable to say Ram. So he was saying, oh, I can't say that. Then he says, okay, you say Mara. Then he said, okay. Then he started saying Mara, yes, Mara he could do. Then keep chanting Mara. Then he just went on chanting Mara. He went and Mara became Rama. Then no looking back, he went on and on. That ant hill formed over him. That also he didn't realize. Ants are biting him. He didn't realize at all. So Valmika is what? Ant hill. So with that only that his name became as Valmiki. Then he went out. Then he became a saint. Ramayana and all he wrote. But he was so, in his previous, in his life, first part is all, he was very bad. But later he became a saint. Thus Valmiki did penance and attained enlightenment and became a great sage. And later on he composed Ramayana. Not only Ramayana, he has written many other scriptures. Om Tatsaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogo Nama Chaturdasho Adhyayah. 14 chapters completed. Now we'll see the summary part. Yeah. The total material substance is the source of the three modes of material nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. These modes compete in exerting their influence upon the conditioned soul. Either sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna keep influencing, and they will try to put maximum pressure on us, and accordingly we also behave. By observing the modes at work, we can understand that they are active, not we. Which is active? The material modes are active. That's why we are, behaving like this. So we will understand that, and that we are separate. We are not connected to that. We means it is always talked about soul. Okay, not the body. The body alone cannot do anything because the soul is there. It's like a car and driver. Again, the car alone cannot do anything. Driver has to be there to take it to any direction. So the soul is not doing anything. The soul, only the three modes are affecting it. That's why, and because he has taken a body, it affects. By observing the modes at work, we can understand that they are active, not we, and that we are separate. In this way, the influence of material nature gradually diminishes and we attain Krishna's spiritual nature. 1 minute. Whoever is present now and whoever has come for the first time, kindly wait. I'll just check. Okay. Nobody's new. Okay, fine. Nobody's new. I thought some new person. Okay. Yeah, the mode of goodness illumines. It frees one from all sinful reactions, but conditions one to a sense of happiness. And again, it makes a condition. It makes us, happy. Then it becomes perfect. Oh, I know. I'm great. I'm doing something good activity. Something, comes on his mind. That's why it becomes conditioned. He becomes conditioned. So, to a sense of happiness and knowledge. One who dies in the mode of goodness attains a higher planet. They don't go to Golaka. They go to a higher planet. But again, what? After finishing all this punya and all, again they come back to the our material world. A person influenced by the mode of passion is plagued by unlimited desires for boundless material enjoyment, especially sex pleasure. To satisfy those desires, he is always forced to engage in hard work that binds him to sinful reactions, resulting in what? Misery. A person in the mode of passion is never satisfied with the position he has already acquired. Always want more. Then after death, where he goes, he again takes birth on earth among persons engaged in fruitive activities. So this is the place where fruitive activities take place, and again he will be born in the earth. The mode of ignorance means delusion. It fosters madness, indolence, laziness, and foolishness. If one dies in the mode of ignorance, he has to take birth in the animal kingdom or the hellish world. So he also takes birth. So all the three modes made, when people die, they all take another form. The rebirth is always there. So a person who transcends the three modes is steady in his behavior, aloof from the temporary material body. He knows this is, after all, this is body and temporary, hardly for 70s am I going to be alive with this body? Usme to itna nikal gaya, almost 40 or 30, 35, you must have already covered and only left other, or whatever life is left. Only so many years. So why should I waste? This is after all temporary body. He thinks that way, aloof from the temporary material body and equally disposed towards friends and enemies. No differentiation at all. Such transcendental qualities can be achieved by full engagement in devotional service. So keep increasing our devotional service. Yeah, so tomorrow is again one more interesting chapter, but little tinge of some this philosophy. So from material world, there is called Purushottama Yoga. Just when this classes started, when our class started on 11th, till 12th, we had Purushottama month. Very nice, every day there was a puja, this going on. We had all groups singing songs and 15 chapters. Every day we were reciting 15 chapters. It was wonderful. So you people didn't miss much. We can also take up, thinking that this is also Purushottama month. The smallest, like 12th, this is also small chapter. In fact, the smallest of all the Bhagavad Gita chapters. From material world to spiritual world, how you go from material world to spiritual world? By detachment and surrender. Detachment what? Detachment from all materialistic things. If that includes your wife also, your husband also, children also, anything materially made, have less attachment, be detached from them. Detachment, not that you're not supposed to do your work or duty and all, but too much of affection, too much of, this is not required. And then surrender to the Lord. That should be there. Then that path will take you to spiritual world. Appreciating Krishna's position as our maintainer in this world. He is a creator, maintainer, and annihilator also. So then that appreciate. Tomorrow we will be seeing. Then summary of the Vedanta and Vedas. Vedas are all created by the Lord. Sama Veda, Yajur Veda, Atharvana Veda, and Rig Veda. All these are formed by the Lord. And what the content is all about the God. Okay, after reading, what do you go? Where do you go? Again, to the God's kingdom. So everything is, on that God ka platform only. So knowing Krishna means knowing everything. So again, tomorrow we will learn some more about the Lord, and that will be a little interesting only. Let's see how it goes. Now, Panchatattvam is saying, Hare Krishna. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chant and be happy. Yeah. So I will remove the lock. You all can shout and say. because I'm going to say Jai Jaikar to all Vaishnavas. First of all, Vaishnavas, आप लोगों को, and then all that Ananta Koti Vaishnavas, so many Vaishnavas are there, for all of them also. Ananta Koti Bhakta, so many Bhaktas are there. For them, Prabhupada ko, Namacharya Haridas, for everybody, we are going to say Jai, showing our affection and appreciating their efforts. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की
जय
अनंत कोटि भक्त वृंद की
जय
शील प्रभुपाद की
जय
रामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की
जय
कृष्ण महामंत्र की
जय
श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की
जय
क्या हो गया, आवाज सबका लो हो गया। I think almost half sleep. भगवद गीता और भागवत ग्रंथ की
जय
श्री श्री राधा गोविंद की
जय
और प्रेमानंदे
हरि हरि
हरि हरि बोल हरि बोल। This one trick to make you all, oh God, class is ending.